Chapter 1: The Not-Too-Distant Future. Virtual reality games have become incredibly popular around the world. Because of this, many development companies have picked up the trend of creating such games. As a result, the struggle between them over time became more and more fierce. Large companies are constantly trying to create the highest quality game. One such company was VR Develop Lab. We are transported to the headquarters where they develop virtual reality games. Immersed in a virtual world sits one of those who create such AI-enabled games. "Greetings, sir," says the virtual assistant. "From now on, I will assist you. You can call me Artificial Intelligence Gaia," she says. Napalm Games' chief developer, Brian Chehol, and Gaia, the most advanced artificial intelligence in existence worldwide, begin creating games together. In the early stages of development, they encountered many system bugs, and other difficulties. But they didn't dwell on the setbacks and kept working. They went the hard way to overcome them. But soon, with Gaia's help, Brian Chehol was free to spread his creative wings. And after many hours of work on the project, they created a game that all future users will call truly quality, the best massively multiplayer online role-playing game. He managed to create the legendary Wings. Online. Brian looks at the screen, and artificial intelligence addresses him. "Sir," Gaia addresses him. "What is it?" "What happens to me when we finish developing the game?" Brian thought for a moment, and then answered the AI's question. Brian Chehol answered that she would become the goddess of this place. "Then that means we'll be saying goodbye to you soon, sir. Goodbye, you can contact me if you wish. Many other projects will be created in the future." "No, I don't think I can help with them since I'll be busy here." "Oh, you're probably right." "You'll have plenty of robotics if you start running the whole game. One day when this world comes to an end like this, please stay with me." These words shocked Brian. He became a stupor. Thoughts rumbled in his head. "We're off to the headquarters of the game in 5 years. This is how I see the next big update." It's been a long time since Napalm Group launched Wings Online. It's been 5 whole years. We've had a steady number of players. But recently their numbers have been dropping, which has caused sales to drop as well, says Nick Hasu, General Manager of the Commercial Department. "That's why the Commercial Department is proposing to add an in-game payment system in the update with Season 6, he continued. "Why would that be?" the game's creator asked. "What?" replied Nick, surprised. "Who's going to let you add it?" the game creator asked. "All for the good of the company," Nick answered uncertainly. "Oh, and if you think about it, the rest of the executives have to agree to sell the company stock at the end of the year, right?" Everyone in the room tensed up. "I suppose you think that would raise their price at least a little bit." "Well, go ahead," the head replied. Everyone was shocked and began to talk their way out of it. Chapter Brian Chehol, stop it. "Next, we have to release server improvements. But if you plan to make a crap milking of money, I assure you that wholesale stock sales after the price rises will end up hurting the company even more. The game will come to an end, and the balance of small investors will be destroyed." After these words of the head, everyone began to get nervous. Brian continued, "Tell me, CEO, how many companies have gone bankrupt for exactly the same reason?" Nick simply remained silent. He had nothing to answer. At that time, Brian continued, "Don't even dream about it while I'm working here. I'm not going to let you cheat at the game I created." "What are you talking about? Cheat? Are you out of your mind?" One of the executives came up shouting. "Well, you can always fire me if you want to. However, do you have the balls for that? If not, don't even expect me to change my mind," replied the head Brian, and left the room with a bang. At this time, a discussion about the matter began in the leadership room. "That's a sick jerk," uttered someone in the audience. "Geez, we've just started a meeting and already there's an argument," sighed another. "It can't be helped. After all, he's the creator of the game. Even if that's not the way to behave, we'll try to convince him," replied a third. After leaving the room, the first thing Brian thought was, "Starboys. The chairman's son looks too suspicious," he thought. 3 days later, Main Square at 2:30 p.m. In an online game. The players playing the game turned their attention to the girl who came in. "What's wrong with her?" they asked. She stammered out, "Healers, please help." The girl asked the characters with healing powers to save her. She looked very bad. "What happened?" the players asked. "It's poisoned. Somebody hurry up and use the cleansing on him," shouted the girl. A girl ran out of the crowd, uttering the words, "I will help you." Using energy cleansing, she removed the negative statuses from the target. But that didn't help the Wayfarer, and he vanished right in front of the crowd. "What? What happened? Is he dead? What kind of status is that?" "He turned to dust," the players exclaimed. "Oh shit, that sucks." Everyone was in shock. The players' prag was practically on their hands. Let's move to the main office by 3:45 p.m. "Buddy, the community board is just tearing up right now." Head of Quality Assurance, Lee Dong, bursts in screaming. "There seems to be an incurable epidemic spreading through the game." "But the problem is, if you die because of it, the account and character are gone forever." "Yeah, sure. I'll go check it out in a minute," Brian replied. "The problem shouldn't be serious. Don't worry. We'll restore the accounts when I finish checking." "Not serious, you say? Buddy, in all likelihood, it's not going to be easy to fix." The players are going crazy. The game creator didn't panic, but took matters into his own hands. "Buddy, please select the mode you wish to access." Game Master Mode, Developer. Setting up a connection to Game Master Mode. Moving into the game. "Greetings all players, I am GM Anchovy." The players were surprised by the appearance of GM Anchus himself. They immediately started asking him a bunch of questions. "What are you doing here? Why aren't you fixing the game?" "We are currently trying to figure out the cause of the current problem and fix it as quickly as possible." "How can a character even completely disappear?" "Make sure they come back." "You're really overreacting this time." "The result will be an urgent inspection." "How will you compensate us for the moral damage?" "You're a real piece of garbage. Give us back our account creation fee." "This game totally sucks." Ha 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 ha. The mood of the crowd was not the most positive. The players were disappointed with the game. Brian replies to them, "User accounts and characters will be returned after verification. They will be restored. Players will respond." "You caused the panic again, you scum." Don't start checking. It's so much more fun that way. At this discussion, the head passes out, moving to a quiet place. Lifting his head, he sees something that looks like bacteria. He remembers that he once created an epidemic status. This status was very dangerous. Things were far more serious than he had imagined. He remembers how this status was created from a neural network. Sir, why are you conducting such a horrible experiment? It's a tribute to classic games. More specifically, the most famous MMORPG of the 2000s, which had a bug that caused an epidemic. An epidemic within the game? Yes. The problem became so serious that even game-related documents were published. I haven't seen similar classic game events in other modern games, so I tried to recreate it in hours. But the problem is that it became a fatal bug that can't be controlled within the game system. It's a bit wasteful, but it can't be helped. Please remove all data from here, Gaia. Yes, sir. Then the information should have been deleted, but could it have been Gaia? Gaia, report the current status. Gaia! Shouted the game creator. Some strange man came out from behind Brian. He says no one will answer you, no matter how much you call. It was Nick Hasu. From now on, you have no access to the data in this game. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about you being disrespected. What? In today's news, there is a serious incident reported in the game Wings Online. An employee of the company rebelled against it and deliberately created a plan to destroy it. Upon learning of this, the company decided to fire him and make him pay damages through lawyers. You made all this up? But don't worry. I'll do my best to run the project instead of you. After all, you were taking too big a chunk for yourself that you couldn't chew, Nick said. Brienne pounced on the appendage with his fists, but Gaia reacted quickly and defended the new owner of the game. Brian was shocked by what happened. What do you think? How does it feel to be reunited with your past partner like that? You weren't hoping for the loyalty of an artificial intelligence, were you? Nick laughs. You bitch, I'm not leaving it like that. Brian shouts. You won't leave it like that? You must be out of your mind, laughs Nick. Hey, Brian, the case. What do you think I've been doing the whole time you've been living in the virtual world? In reality, you're just a cog in a much bigger machine, and you have to adapt to survive. So why don't you pick yourself up and add a sense of reality to your own algorithm? Although, even if you did, you'd have to find a very good lawyer to pay us every last penny. Well, good luck now, Nick says. Nick, you'll never make it in this world. I will put an end to it myself. You're about to see the worst possible bad ending, Brian says. Stepping out and taking off his glasses, Brian sees the police in front of him. Chapter 2. After all that happened, the media reported an incident. At Napalm, Korea's largest game development company, one of the employees stated that he did not like the company's policy. It turned out that he had intentionally added a viral bug to the game. You think your plan is perfect, but if Wings Online loses popularity, Napalm will also come to an end. Brian couldn't believe the situation that had occurred. He had to act. Like you said, maybe in reality I'm just a minor detail. But in the virtual world, I was a god. I'll see you soon. God really is angry. Brian plunges into virtual reality. He has a plan. He wants to outmaneuver Nick Hasu. The end of the world is coming. He is greeted in the virtual office by a virtual assistant.
Sir, I was worried because you didn't go online yesterday.
Are you hurt? The guy's name is Oasis. He's the one who replaced Gaia when she became the artificial intelligence of that world. I purchased the AI with company money, but it was registered to my personal account, and so it didn't disappear. Easier than I expected, huh? Yeah, so unfinished business. Do you get notifications every day? Yes. Napalm sent you a letter, dear Mister, for the following reasons. Mister, have you been fired? Brianna remembered the incident, so he can't access the Napalm developer's servers. Don't worry, sir. Napalm is not the only company. There are many places that need capable people like you. So many places. Oasis decided to cheer up his master and suggested suitable jobs. I don't need that, Oasis. Deploy a VPN channel. What happened? The address is disguised as if it's coming from China. All the logs are spoofed into different accounts. If any of them get traced, you have to get rid of them all. Okay, but why? Listen carefully, Oasis. From now on, we will begin the destruction of Wing Online. Disclaimer: there is extreme content in the game. If you have a weak psyche and body and are uncomfortable with sarcastic language, we advise you not to play. Brian and Oasis moved inside the game. Sir, I'm here. Why did a simple character creation take you so long? This is my first time as an in-game avatar. Isn't it obvious that customization is going to take some time? That's what it's like to have a real body. It's so exciting. It's exciting. And new. Yes, it's a wonderful feeling. Sir, let's go together. Because of the disconnection from Napalm, all company-related information has been dumped. Everything seems new. Is that why I expect more? An adventure with the Master isn't a dream. What shall we do? Maybe since we're low level, we'll hunt squirrels? We're only level 1. First, we'll take a quest from the village headman and… Wait, did something happen? Torch. Strength 5/5. Damage 1/5. This is an ordinary torch. It's good for lighting dark places. Beware of fire. Master, what do we need a torch for?
What a question. Of course, to set it on fire. You what? Repeat after me. We need a character with iron fame. No way.
You've committed a crime. You've earned 10 dishonors. Setting fire to a house only earns 10 dishonors. Is it because we're in a rookie village? Why? What is the meaning of this? Stop right now. The old man wanted to make a comment, but Brian set him on fire. The old man yells, "This isn't an adventure. This is a crime. There's no way Oasis can calm down. You killed an NP. See, you earned 100 ignominy." I knew it. Killing an NPC would earn you a lot, rejoices Brian. What do you think you're doing, sir? Asks the AI excitedly.
Don't worry. He'll come back to life anyway.
The corpse is gone. And before my eyes, the NPC resurrects and greets the travelers as if nothing had happened. I am the leader of this village. Wow, how easy it is to just repeat that. Somebody, please stop the Lord. Over there, the guy who set fire to the village. Get him. The NPCs rebelled and decided to punish the pest. Oasis says yes, that's it. Please stop this mad lord.
Without thinking long, Brian sets fire to the NPS crowd. You killed an NP, so you earned 100 dishonorable points. You kill an NPC, you earn 100 dishonors. You kill an NPS, you earn 100 dishonor. You killed an NP, so you earned 100 dishonor.
The dishonor points flew one by one. Oasis was not prepared for this outcome, and what was happening was causing him a lot of stress. The master was serious. He was really going to end the game. Brianna was surrounded by the local guards. Freeze! Criminal! You are under arrest.
The arrest only brought a smile to this guy's face.
Chapter 3. After Oasis and Brian were detained, they were sent to prison. At that time, Brian's dishonor level was as high as 2,140. Well, that's good enough. I can't believe we went to jail to begin with. Don't worry, there's another place waiting for newcomers. It's a beginner's advantage to make it easier to get used to. Even as a beginner, you can still earn dishonor. What happens then?
I don't know. Brian smiled and answered.
The pledge village will change to the city of crime Undertown. The guard opened the door with his foot and threw them out in some dark place, and uttered, "This ditch is perfect for you." Brian continued the conversation. If a player accumulates a certain number of dishonors, he gets a reward. Now I wasn't being attacked by guards, and thugs were hunting me down.
The only city in which players with a bad reputation can survive is Undertown.
But is there an upside to that city? Oasis asked. Well, we can take the hidden building instead, which no one has gotten yet. A villain's assignment available only to the worst players in the world. Right about you. That building, I think it's pretty effective if the Lord is targeting it. Not really. It's a desperate move. What? So why are you? It's essentially sad if you've worked hard on something, but nobody knows about it and doesn't use it. Isn't it? At this point, an unidentified man in a black cape comes up to them and says, "Come here. Just for a minute. Come on, I've got good news for you." He's the NPC who gives out this quest. I can't believe you've already earned so much dishonor. It seems to me that you're not your usual villain. My name is Dean, the Dark Mage. Looks like you're ready to serve the Dark Lord Crow. Quest: Becoming a Villain. You have earned so much dishonor in just your beginner's stage. You have a talent for villainy. The Dark Mage Dean is trying to make you a member of a dark cult. Conditions of appearance: earn over 1,000 points of dishonor as a rookie. Reward: class change to Hidden Dark Mage.
Wow, a hidden class quest. Unbelievable, Master. So that's what you were after, Master, or was it? Am I right? Oasis hesitated at the sight of his master's expression and mood.
At that moment, Brian took a torch of fire and set the NPC on fire. Wait, he's giving you a hidden class. Didn't you come for him? Why do you keep killing? Oasis asked indignantly. Crazy. I'm not a pervert to kill MCs for no reason. After these words, a portal opened in front of them, and some warrior came out, saying, I can't believe you killed Dean. Long have I waited for the likes of you, soaked in evil. Somehow, I feel insulted, thought Oasis. I am Terrio, commander of the Dark Knights. Follow me, and I will find a suitable use for your anger. Quest: Becoming the Devil. The dark cult has been waiting for a true villain like you, whose hatred would make even a Dark Lord shudder. Therio, commander of the Knights of the Dark Cult, wants to create an avatar of the Dark Lord for you. The reward of the quest: a class change to the hidden Dark Knight. I was just looking for a Dark Knight, Brienne replies. Master, let's go together. They find themselves in an ancient temple on a pentagram. Welcome, villain. Before I grant you the title of Dark Knights, let me ask you a few questions. Hey, Oasis, answer no to his question. You'll have another assignment. What? You are so petty? You want to appropriate all the classwork just for yourself? The guy replied grudgingly. Hey, we have to advance in twos if we're both going to be in the same class. The balance of the group would be upset, you know? Don't worry. The second quest is perfect for you. The knight kept talking. The absolute ruler of this world is the Dark Star Crow. Do you agree? Minogo hesitantly replies, No! How dare you deny Crowy? Retorted the knight angrily. You have not passed. Lose yourself at once. All right. The knight directed his fierce gaze at Brian and asked, Do you agree? Of course. The only man capable of ruling the world, it can only be Crow, he replied. Well said, the knight smiled. As Crow's henchman, will you devote yourself to the Dark Cult? Of course. As a member of the Dark Knights, would you take it upon yourself to destroy the followers and Knights of Light? That is exactly what I want. Very well, villain. What is your name? Labo, replied Brian. Labo. Now, one last question. Will you commit your body and soul to the Dark Lord Crow? If you accept, you will become a Dark Knight. With pleasure. You have become a Dark Knight. A friendship has been established with the Dark Cult. Your current friendship level is 1. Your skills are only available to Dark Knights. They will be unlocked depending on the level of the character. Unlocked unique characteristic of the Dark Knight Devilism. Devilism Level 1. The level of Devilism increases according to your level of immorality and your character and his skills become stronger with each level. Build up your immorality across the continent. However, beware. If you are captured by guards, your level of devilism will be nullified. If you continue to build up your immorality, you can get stronger indefinitely. But your devilism level will reset to 0 when you get caught by the guards, and you will have to raise all your skills again. Such extreme conditions add a special charm to the task. In the end, you'll have to commit crimes and be on the run instead of being a fugitive. Welcome to the Dark Knights. Here's a little present for you. Isn't that a little small? I had to set up a personal weapon so I could get something more appropriate. You have been presented with the Dark Knight's sword jaw. This sword jaw, given to a mere Dark Knight, deals damage as it is very sharp. Now go, shouted the knight. Go and spread the name of the Dark Cult across the continent. And I will go get my assignment, Lord. Wait, Oasis. The NPC turned to him in a friendly manner. If I kill them, the friendship level will drop. But your friend Terrio belongs to the Dark Cult, and so do I, right? He seems to have a lot of experience in items that make me drool. Knight confessed. Oh, that's fucked up. Oasis thought. I'm sorry, Terrio, but for the sake of our dark cult's bright future, I'm going to have to kill you, said Brea at Therio's stroke. You earn experience and level up by hunting monsters. Receive gold as a reward for completing quests and use it to buy gear. Sometimes I collect items and cook. I create a party with my colleagues to have an adventure and go on dungeon raids because that's what an MMORPG game is all about. For an NPC that can't even fight back, slicing at it for 8 hours is just die now. Please! This isn't normal gameplay. But if this is the path that the master wants to go, I will follow. I'll help you. Wait. You idiot. Terrio is resistant to fire. And you're not a member of the Dark Faith. If a user who's not part of the Dark Faith attacks, will he fight back? Litzar quickly reacted to the Oasis lock and cut off his head. Master, you have died. Would you like to be revived in the village? If you revive in the village, you will receive a 3-day experience penalty. What is this? My head is separated from my body. Master, if I stop attacking now, Terrio's HP will reset, so just wait a bit. If you revive in the village, you'll get a penalty. Don't ever do it. I hate this so much. Please be quick, Master. After 3 hours, Brian cut off the head of the face with the words goodbye. Terrio. Look, Oasis. I avenged you. Revive me quickly using the resurrection stone. My neck was sliced. I don't want to experience that again. Now, shall we take a look at what items Terrio dropped? Worry about me just a little. Crow's mask, a mask with the Dark Lord Crow's curse. If somebody who isn't favored by the Dark Lord wears this mask, they will go crazy. Its grade is unique, but it has a level restriction for mages under level 85, so I can't use it. I'll sell it later, so keep it safe for now. The Dark Lord's cursed mask, what a dab feeling. This will be useful. Basilisk's Deadly Poison Potion X3. When thrown, it creates a 5-sector poison cloud in 15 seconds that deals proportional damage per second to the maximum HP. It ignores defense and is a potion made from the poison taken from a basilisk's teeth. Do not drink it. Oh, he dropped this unknown key. A key with an evil energy. Where is it used to open the lock? Where do we use that key? I'll tell you later. Where can this key be used? For you to play the game by yourself and also know the information all by yourself. This pitiful AI's neck was cut too. Why did I follow you here? Now, don't sulk. Let's return to the village first. Brian and Oasis disappeared into the portal, while Terrio was resurrected at that time, saying, "It was all predicted." They moved to the Undertown to continue their thrilling adventure. I'm going to get my lob now, right? Yes, correct. Before that, there's just one more thing. Why do you keep doing this? As you know, Wing's online service began 5 years ago. There are way more inconveniences to playing as a criminal than advantages. That means the rest of the people in Undertown are all beggars who are called psychos, even if they're just broken in one place. The guy we're going to meet now is the one who reigns as the king among these psychos. To make it short, King Psycho. That's what you should call him. Are you joking? I don't know if I should laugh or why are we going to meet with that person? It takes a lot of things to start a big business, but what is essential is money. No. Sir, what? From the look on your face, I guess you're suffering from bounty hunters. I have the lowest price in Korea. It's a guaranteed 100% safe transaction. It's super cheap. You can trade on the gold exchange. What do you think about getting even stronger? Shit, if my wife finds out, she'll kill me. As expected, marriage is dangerous. It's not like I can't do it. I'm just not doing it. Oi, tout. I want to meet with your boss. What the hell? These newbies. They seem like broke users. Let's just ignore them. What are you talking about? I'm just a normal user. Ha ha ha. Go tell Asaka. Anchovy has brought a big number of cases. I have no idea what you're talking about. You've got the wrong person. You'll just let him run, master? You'll see if you wait. By the way, who's Anchovy? It's the nickname that I used for my GM account when I was arranging the game. What? Can you reveal your identity just like that? Don't reveal their information to the public. That's this place's rule. Besides, Asaka won't be able to do it. That guy has met me in person before. Master, I know. Asaka, that brat. He sent more new crazy guys. The boss wants to see you. Please be gentle, my friends. Master, don't worry, Oasis. This is for security. Wearing bags over their heads, a group of robbers led them to their boss in the catacombs. Boss, we got them. Let them in. They led them into the room and removed the bag from their heads. Huh, this guy? You're not the Anchovy that I know. Chapter 5. Nick Hasu, the director of a large company, steps out of his office, deeply immersed in his thoughts about new projects and tasks. However, his thoughts are interrupted by an unknown man who addresses him. Are you Director Nick Hasu? Asks the man. Nick Hasu, puzzled, answers, Who are you? Sorry, I'm Akaka, the stranger replies. Nick Hasu finally realizes who he's talking to and asks, Oh, yes. So, did you come here for this? However, Akaka's response is unexpected. You know, I can complain about you. Nikasu is shocked by such an unexpected answer. What could make Akaka express dissatisfaction with him, the company director? Should I add stalking charges as well? I can't meet you unless it's like this. Please. I beg you, please drop the charges. If you do it just this one time, I will never, ever do anything illegal in the game again. Nikasu stops and answers, I was handled according to company regulations, and there's nothing I can do either. And even if I could, I have no intention of doing so. Please, please, please help. Please save me just this once. Isn't that what you said? Stop. Everyone out. Phew. Anchovy, huh? You appeared as a low-level character,
so I didn't recognize you. What brings you to my humble abode? Stop overreacting. Don't you know I was terminated?
What's that supposed to mean? You're such an unfaithful vassal. Forget about it.
I'm not Anchovy, and I'm not your Hyung. Call me Labo from now on. Labo, why that? It's my account nickname. Labo. Wait, isn't that short for last boss? When Brian heard these words, he was amazed by his friend's resourcefulness. He never thought that his friend had such a sharp mind and the ability to think quickly.
That's right. Last boss. Is Master trying to become the final boss of this world?
Anyway, let's get straight to the point. I'll give you some incredible information. In return, lend me some gold. So what Hang is saying is that a cash item that increases enhancement success rate will be added soon. And you're suggesting I buy enhancement stones now and sell them later on? Well, I'll still make money though after 1 month when the Season 6 update comes in. The level cap will increase, and new equipment will be released. However, all the existing enhancement stones in the market will be completely depleted once the cash item is added. There will be a shortage of enhancement stones throughout Season 5, but it will slowly be solved over time. But Brian, for a profit-minded person like me, it doesn't matter as long as we make money.
Buy in this game. Will it be okay if such an item is introduced? This is only the beginning. Much more serious items will pour in from now on. Yoon Ha will do anything in the name of profit. Here's the 1 million gold you requested. Since you provided valuable information, I won't charge any interest. Thank you. I'll repay it soon. Are you also planning to make some money with enhancement stones, Hayoung?
No, money is not my goal. Let's go, yes.
You know, Brian, your appearance looks quite pleasing right now. Please, expression. What do you mean?
The face of someone like us. Someone who doesn't hesitate to use any means and methods for their goals.
The face of a villain.
The face of a villain. Because I'm young, I think the charges must have been dropped. Since you're confidently and boldly acting like his Hyung. The lawsuit was just a form of threat. It's a lawsuit meant to give a warning to malicious users. Even if he didn't come to find me, the lawsuit would have been withdrawn.
By the way, aren't you tired? It's been 15 hours since you logged in.
I am getting a bit tired. Well, open your trade window for now. You gave me all of it?
With this, open up your bank, then your warehouse, and then trade up until the limit.
Buy every single iron ore priced at 5 gold or less on the market. Why iron ore? I'll explain later. I'm just too tired right now.
Oh, and while I'm away, make sure to solo clear 10 levels.
What about my role? You can advance to a specialized job starting from level 10 in a regular role.
Well then, good luck. After these words, Brian disappears and the oasis is left alone.
I'm on my own now. Finally, I'll buy every iron ore that's under 5 gold.
Iron ore purchase completed.
But hunting. But hunting. But hunting.
Spider hunting. Spider hunting. Insufficient inventory space. Inventory space is full. Please organize your inventory and try again. Confirm. I have too many miscellaneous items in that case. Let's make cloth out of spider silk. Crafting skill level has increased. Oasis enjoyed gathering resources and creating items. This style of play allowed him to level up and become stronger in the game. It was much more fun than Brian's approach to the game.
Now it's time for a cooking challenge. Cooking skill level has increased.
His game space was full of various items related to food and gifts. Now I have nothing more to do, or so I thought.
Fishing skill level has increased. Fishing, farming resources, creating items. Oasis didn't notice how he reached level 12.
Oh my, I got so hooked on playing like this. Current level 12.
Anyway, why hasn't the master come yet? It's been a day already.
What's that? A newbie? Oh, you're right. It doesn't seem like they've advanced yet, right? A newbie in the Undertown.
How long has it been? Let's go and kick some ass. Let's go. Unsuspectingly resting while fishing, two bandits suddenly attacked from behind upon seeing a newbie in their town.
Chapter 6. Waking up at home, Brian heard his phone ring and picked up the receiver. "Hello?" he said, but heard only silence in response. Not understanding what was happening, he looked at the phone screen and found that he had missed a whopping 52 calls. Songshin Gel, unread messages, 32. I can't just dive into this recklessly. I guess I should get an alibi. You're going on trip? Songshin J.I. Wings Online Graphics Design Team Leader, GM Sleek Hair. Yeah, Ivy worked my butt off for the last 15 years, so I want to go somewhere far away. Oh, that's a great idea, Brian answered Lee. Donho Wings Online Customer Support Team Leader, Jeem Build. From my high school club day till now, there were the guys I developed Wings Online together with. Labai's unconventional play will be an issue internally. Thus, those two will suspect me. There's no better alibi than traveling to avoid suspicion. So, where are you going? I've been wanting to go to India for a long time there, or South America. Ivy also been wanting to go to Bali. That look of disbelief, she definitely has a sixth sense. Yeah, Hyung, take the opportunity to fully relax. You've worked so hard all this time and after that? What do you plan to do after you come back? Well, I haven't really thought about it yet. I'm jealous. I wish I could take a break too. I wonder when the last time I had a good, long sleep was. So, are you also going to resign? Should I? The guys didn't understand what the designer meant. She just took a shot and said, "Oh, what?" All of a sudden, Lee Dong, huh? Should I resign too? I do want to. Anchovy Build. Why don't the three of us start over? Conversation turned to a familiar topic amongst the group of friends. They reminisced about their high school days and talked about starting a small company together, creating a simple game with just the three of them. One friend was in favor of the idea and said he would follow along if their friend wanted to start a company. But another friend called them idiots and reminded them of their responsibilities, like hospital bills, for a sick mother and tuition for a brother. Despite the concerns, they continued to drink and enjoy each other's company. Maybe someday, the three of us could start a small company and happily make games together. But that's not what I need to focus on right now. What I need to do now is seek revenge against Napalm, who ruined our game. I can handle being the villain myself. I wonder if Oasis is doing well. Oasis repelled a sudden attack from players and was shocked that they were attacking him. The players were puzzled as to how they didn't catch the boy off guard. Oasis asks, "I'm sorry, guys, but..." The robbers were shocked that the boy was able to block their attacks. How could an inexperienced player like him block our attacks? "Of course not," his friend replies. "There must be some mistake. Let's attack again. This time we'll do everything right," one of the robbers suggests. Oasis was ready for their actions, even though he didn't want to fight them. He successfully blocked the first strike and the second player's strike as well. "Why do you guys keep attacking me?" Oasis asked angrily. "Is this some kind of game error?" asked the first robber. "No, it doesn't seem like a game error," the other replied. "What? This makes no sense." "What? That doesn't make any sense. Even if she applies damage reduction by blocking. Fundamentally, she should still have taken some damage. No, not with that weapon. The only weapon in Wings Online with 100% damage reduction is available for purchase at the Beginner's Village shop." Beginner's Village shop. What? That's totally cheating, isn't it? Its attack power is low, so no one actually uses it in battles. Is the blocking of all our attacks considered a skill? Either that kid is a PvP genius, or they are using hacks. I've never encountered a hacker while playing this game. That's the only explanation that makes sense, though. If that's the case, let's conduct an experiment ourselves to determine if it's really hacking or not. Let's end this once and for all. Arrow downpour. All shots from the crossbow were successfully blocked by Oasis, and the hooligans were finally convinced that he was a hacker and most likely a cheater. However, the armor was broken, the blade fell apart, and one of the arrows hit Oasis directly in the head, resulting in his death. The villains say about themselves, it was a cheater. It was a noob with a terrible dodge, wasn't it? I don't know, it feels creepy. Let's report it to a GM and see what happens. Anne returned to the game and saw this. Why did you gang up on them 2-on-1? Anne, I messed up. If I drink too much one more time, I'll turn into a dog. You? Why are you here again? That person lying there, are they your friend? He's my master. If you want to play or kill someone, you should be prepared to be play killer yourself. You guys knew that, right? Chapter 7. If you want to play the role of the killer and harm someone, you should be prepared to have that same harm inflicted upon yourself. You knew that, right? The robbers heard the fierce words of the brother and ran away. The brother chased after them and approached one of them. He struck him with his sword, but the robber miraculously blocked the blow. This guy. I thought he was some hotshot since he was acting all tough. Turns out, it was just empty talk. Ha ha ha. There is no damage caused by the level difference. As the other player approaches, they want to deal damage to the brain and ask if you are ready to be killed. Are you ready to fucking die? Brian dodges the strike.
It's a waste to use this on these guys.
Basilisk poison potion. But there's no other choice. What's this? Poison potion? We need to get out of the toxic cloud. Damn it. Let's get out of here. Don't worry. Poison clouds have the same properties as all other gases, so if you ignite it, it disappears. Brian throws a torch with fire into the cloud and blows up the villains. The oasis, caught in the epicenter of the explosion, flies away with a cry of master. What are you doing? Hurry up and drink the potion. I'm stunned. If you lose 70% or more of your HP in the span of 5 seconds, you'll be stunned. And if you're attacked before you recover, it's over. As expected, a high-level player is a high-level player, seeing as you're still very much alive. Give me some time until I'm no longer stunned. Okay, don't worry. Guarding stance. In return for not being able to attack, you enter an invulnerable state wherein you receive attacks against party members on their behalf, while your defense is increased. So this is what it comes down to. Dark Aura. With your current attack power, it's impossible. Flying up to the mountain, Brian used his super strength and sword to slay the tough guy. He was shocked. What kind of damage was that? He had never seen anything like it before. It must be quite different from before, right? A skill exclusive to Dark Knights. Dark Aura. Reinforces the weapon with dark flames. Deals additional damage equivalent to 100% of one's attack power. The additional damage ignores all defenses. Skill cost deals damage to the user equal to 1% of max HP per second. The 1% HP loss per second cost is risky, but this is the only way for me to bridge the level gap. I have to finish this ASAP. Least guarding stance. Just attack. All right. This marks the end of your bluff. Iron Smash. The beginner's dagger? A swap? But it's impossible to change weapons during battle. No. Theoretically, it's possible, but it's my first time seeing it. Swaps are all about timing. Even the slightest deviation will result in a penalty that drops your weapon to the ground. Since every second is crucial to victory or defeat in PUP. It's a technique that has mostly been forgotten because it was never used.
How is he so casually using something like that?
What the hell is this guy? Let's retreat for now. What? This guy isn't.
Some newbie we can.
Take lightly. He's a pro. No. Rather than a pro, I'm more like a living fossil. The robbers were deeply frightened by the outcome of events. Brienne activated the superpower of his sword and, running up, rushed at them.
Big guy was killed with one blow. He couldn't believe that Brian hit him.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon, Brienne reassured him. I'm stunned, so let's take a break from the game for a while. The tough guy received a hit, and wanted to understand what was going on. He saw that his friend was killed. Preserve himself, he decided to exit the game before Brian caught up to him.
You will exit the game in 5 seconds.
Do not panic. Only 5 seconds left. He started counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. Brian flew up and killed the villain.
At this time, an oasis floats by the lake, and with tears in its eyes says, "Have you forgotten about me, Master?"
End of chapter 7.
Thank you for watching until the end. This is a new and interesting title. If it gets 1,000 likes, I will make a continuation.